Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the 13th episode chronologically of the historical battles. This one is called Agincourt, and it took place in 1415. I hope I pronounced Agincourt correctly. I don't know if it's Agincourt, Agincourt, who knows. Alright, Henry V's campaign to claim the French crown has failed, and now he must retreat home to England. However, a large French army is assembling and will not let Henry pass without a fight. In this scenario, we play as the Britons. Let's go ahead and get started.
The rains come again until there is nothing left of road, wood, or field. Nothing in the entire world but mud. The exhausted English soldiers hoist their longbows over their heads, trying to protect the precious yew wood from the water. The empty wagons can scarcely roll forward, even though all the supplies have long been eaten. Terrifying hoofbeats resound from the rear. The French knights have come. The English have been in a slow retreat ever since the debacle at Harfleur, where King Henry V's glorious siege dragged on and on, costing the lives of 3,000 Englishmen. Now, Henry has all but abandoned his dream of establishing his hereditary claim to the French crown. Like his men, he only wants to reach Calais and the ships that will return them home to England. On the road back to Calais, the French army overtakes Henry. Knowing that the English are fatigued, starving, and outnumbered 3-1, the French have no interest in negotiation. The English make their stand on a wooded hilltop. The archers plant stakes in the ground to offer some barrier against the deadly French cavalry. Henry's only hope is that his lightly armored infantry prove more nimble than the impetuous French knights, and that the range of his archers can even the odds before the French horses are upon them.
Alright, our main objectives are that King Henry V must survive, and he must return home to England. Our hints tell us that because we are in enemy lands, cut off from supplies, we cannot establish a town or train any new units. We have to survive with our initial army. Since we lack resources, converting enemy villages will pretty much only let us repair siege weapons and place a few palisade walls. Our scouts report that the English in red must navigate or conquer several French towns before they can return home. Harfleur in purple is in the southwest, Amiens in cyan is atop a cliffed plateau in the south, Voyen is in green is in the center of the area, Frevent in yellow is to the southeast, and French knights in blue roam the north. England lies to the northwest across the English Channel. You will need a transport ship to reach it. Bridges are out or heavily fortified down most of the length of the River Somme, but there may be an undefended crossing further southeast. Alright, let's go ahead and get started.
Ready,
my king, the siege of Harfleur is lost. We should withdraw before our casualties are too great.
Yes. Yay. Fight. Fatal. Yes. Yay, Willen. Yes.
Saturday.
Ready, Willen.
Alright, so this is the definition of a fixed force mission.
Our retreat. We must make haste to a transport so that our King Henry will once again see beloved England.
And you can actually complete this mission in pretty much 3 minutes. Because what you can do is you can just run King Henry all the way around, and the enemy knights will just never catch up.
Yes. Yay. Fatal. Fight. Fatal. Yes. Fatal. Yay. Ready. Yes. Fight.
Voyen is known for its learning, so perhaps we can recover something from the university here.
Ready. Fatal.
But for this mission, we'll take our time and have a little bit of fun.
Fight. Yay. Yay. Ready. Yes. Yes. Batal!
Our starting longbowmen will be the MVPs for this mission.
Yay!
We'll take the time to plow through all these cities
Yay!
and beef these bad boys up.
Batal! Yes! Batal! Batal! Done. Equivalent. Ready. Yes. Yay! Fight! Batal! Ready. Equivalent. Yay!
Okay, Boyan has a castle here that we should pay attention to.
Yes. Batal! Equivalent. Yes. Batal! Yay! Batal!
Our longbowmen actually outrange this castle, believe it or not.
Fight! Ready.
It's got 9 range. Our longbows have 11 range.
Yay!
Our elite longbowmen, that is. Breaking this university will give us, I believe, chemistry or something like that? Flamed arrows?
Done.
Yep. I thought there was a voice line associated here. In any case, while we sit here and relax while this castle gets arrowed down, the strategy that I will go more in depth with is you can just take Henry and run him past the castle here and through Freevent up past this hill and then just make a mad dash to the transport ship. Nothing else really even matters.
Yay!
We'll just take a little bit of time to ransack Voyen, I guess. It's a very, very short, peaceful mission. I remember playing this one a lot when I was a little kid. I just enjoyed it a lot. I really liked having a bunch of longbowmen just destroying buildings. So this level is very nostalgic for me. That's kind of why I'm not cheesing it like I cheesed several other missions. This does take me down memory lane. Henry himself is quite beefy. 240 HP, 18 attack, or I guess 16 base attack, 5 melee, 4 pierce armor. He's a chunky boy. I believe in Amiens they have a blacksmith, and it gets us some pretty good armor upgrades.
Yay! Ready. Done. Fight. Batal!
Our rams actually aren't particularly useful for anything else here. So I'll have them tank some arrow fire and maybe try to take this castle down faster.
Ready. Yay! Fight! Batal! Done.
I don't remember if Amiens has a castle, actually. I do know that the French knights do have a castle, but we also are able to pick up a trebuchet. So that castle is actually very easy to take down relative to this one. You can finish this mission super, super quickly, but, you know, why not take a stroll? I remember even going through the trouble of destroying the Harfleur towers and everything. Just clearing out the whole map. Man, I had so much time on my hands as a kid.
Ready. Batal! Ready. Yay! Ik willen.
Impero. Correctus. Ein.
Alright, let's convert these villagers. No, don't kill the villagers, convert the villagers. I want to repair my ram up. No, guess not.
Ik willen.
Correctus.
Ik willen. Jos. Batal. Ik willen. Batal. Jos. Jij.
Ein.
Ready. Mandatum. Yes. Jij. Batal. Ik willen. Ik willen. Jos. Ik willen. Ready. Jij. Yes. Ik willen. Batal. Jos. Fight. Ik willen. Jij.
Like, they got soldiers.
Those are the gates that protect Amiens.
Jos. Ik willen.
The town is known for its smithing.
willen.
We could try to recover some of their handiwork from the blacksmith.
Ready. Ik willen. Jij. Jos. Fight. Ready. Ik willen.
The nearby town of Frévent is quiet and peaceful.
Ik willen.
We should be able to rest here. Not for too long.
Sane. Correctus.
These poor spearmen.
Jij. Ik willen. Jij. Ik willen. Ready. Jij. Jos. Yes. Fatal.
Alright, even though it's completely optional, let's take this opportunity to
Ik willen.
bust into Amiens.
Impero. Ein. Sane. Ein. Argo. Ein. Correctus. Argo. Corsane. Sane.
Jij. Jos.
And also to convert a villager.
Jij. Ik willen. Ready. Fatal. Jij. Jos. Ik willen. Jij.
Press. Ein. Argo.
Mandatum Stora.
Salve.
Ready. Jos. Ik willen. Fight.
Yay.
Mandatum. Jij. Jos. Ik willen. Ready. Mandatum.
Okay, let's not bother the Freeman guys. We have no quarrel with them.
Jos. Jij. Fight. Ik willen.
Presto.
Jij. Jos. Ik willen. Fatal. Mandatum. Ready. Jij. Ik willen. Jos. Ik willen. Jij. Jos.
And we're here in Voyen, or in Amiens, just to get the blacksmith. Once we get the blacksmith, we can leave.
Ik willen. Fatal. Jos. Fatal. Ready.
Grayton. Correctus.
Mandatum.
Yeah, so you see the map is actually extremely small.
Jij. Jij. Jos. Ready. Fatal.
And the enemies are very weak, even though this is hard mode.
Jij.
And you get monks, so there's really no excuse.
Mandatum. Ik willen. Ready. Yes. Fight. Jos. Ik willen. Fatal. Jij. Jij. Jos. Yes. Jij. Fatal.
Retreat our men for healing. Kill off those spearmen. Come on, guys, you should know better.
Jij. Ready.
And the blacksmith is like back here.
Mandatum. Ik willen. Fatal. Fight. Fatal. Jos. Yes. Jij. Ready. Fatal. Fatal. Fight.
Now, that villager almost had matrix skills. Holy crap.
Mandatum. Yes. Fight. Ready. Ik willen.
Impero. Sane.
Jij. Jij. Ik willen. Jij. Mandatum. Fatal.
I guess, I mean, I'm quiet because I'm just really enjoying the scenery, but I think the little side objectives are helpful enough. And this does come from the original Conquerors campaign set, so, you know, we played Lake Poyang last episode, which was super action-packed and filled with lots of triggers and stuff. This one, you know, is much more straightforward. And I think it's good to just have like a straightforward build and destroy campaign mission with a simple story behind it. It's very nostalgic.
Fight! Yay! Batal! Ready, Equilin. Yes, Batal! Yes, Equilin. Yes. Fight!
I wonder why they put their TC so close to the wall, actually.
Yay!
I think Amiens does have a castle, but it's in a place, yeah, it doesn't, it's completely inconsequential.
Batal! Mandatum? Yay. Ready, Equilin. Fight! Yay, yay. Yes. Batal!
Or maybe they don't have a castle.
Yay.
I don't know.
Mandatum? Yes. Ready, Equilin. Batal! Yay. Yes. Equilin. Batal! Fight!
Yeah, it doesn't look like, unless it's back here, they don't have a castle.
Mandatum?
Correctus.
Ready. Yay, yay, Equilin.
They do have a castle, let's not feed Henry to it.
We've recovered armor for our swordsmen, knights, and archers, as well as fine blades and arrowheads.
Blast furnace, ring archer armor, plate mail armor, plate barding armor, and bracer.
Yay. Equilin.
Yeah, that's well worth the detour, I'd say. It's a bunch of Imperial Age techs.
Batal! Batal! Yay. Ready.
I don't think this castle will produce any throwing axemen. So after we clear out this barracks and this archery range and this stable, we should be very good to go.
Equilin. Ready. Yay.
In fact, I'm already just going to move my ram up in this direction.
Yay.
Give him a little escort of a few.
Ready.
Correctus.
Send the monks up this way as well.
Mandatum? Yay. Equilin. Yay. Mandatum? Yay. Ready. Mandatum? Equilin.
We got what we
Yeah,
came
yeah.
for. Now it's time for us to
Equilin.
leave. So I guess this technically should be the safe river crossing, but I don't see how you get to it without dealing with Voyan's castle. So it seems like either way you're going to be able to get access to this bridge anyhow.
Impero. Correctus.
Just going to leave Freevent
Castle of
alone.
Agincourt lies down this road. We will likely
Ready.
face many French knights. The fighting will be fierce.
Yes.
If we are marked to die, we are enow to do our country's loss. And if to live, the fewer
Mandatum?
men, the greater share of honor.
Equilin. Ready.
Righto.
Salve. Correctus.
Yay. Yes. Yay.
This villager woman is
Ready,
going to
yes,
bravely get involved in the mix.
Today is Saint Crispin's Day, and every year
Ready.
from now
Equilin.
on, you will be
Mandatum?
able to show your scars
Yay,
and
yay.
say that you were here with
Correctus.
me on Saint Crispin's Day. He today who sheds his blood with me
Mandatum?
shall be my brother.
Correctus.
Ready. Batal! Yay.
Impero. Ein. Presto. Sane.
Convert the paladins!
North along the road, men! North and then west to the docks!
Yay. Ready.
Well, we lost a couple of our knights. I don't think our conversions actually got anyone.
Mandatum. Ready.
We didn't lose any crossbowmen, or longbowmen. And we also didn't lose any of our monks.
Ready. Yes. Willen. Yes.
The trebuchet. If we could capture it,
Mandatum.
the castle of Agincourt
Yay.
poses little danger.
Mandatum. Yay. Batal. Yay. Willen. Fight. Ready.
Let's secure the trebuchet.
Excellent. The French will regret allowing this to fall into our hands.
Oh, it's rotating very slowly. Let's actually take out this guard tower first.
Sane correctus.
And in the meantime, heal up our longbowmen.
Yes. Yay.
These poor horses.
Yay. Willen.
Presto.
It's auto attack, I swear.
Yay. Yay. Mandatum. Willen.
Let's not wander into the castle fire.
Yay. Ready. Fight. Yes. Batal. Mandatum. Yes. Yay.
Instead, take out the castle of Agincourt. We could, even if we want to be extra petty, go back and use the Trev on Amiens castle. But I won't. That would be too reminiscent of my sadistic days. My childhood days, where I just wanted to shoot everything full of arrows. It's very interesting to me how, like, it always felt appropriate that longbowmen were red. Every other color just feels a little bit wrong.
Yay. Batal. Ready.
See, like, Henry V is just so tanky that he can take all these arrow shots. If I were to run continuously, he wouldn't even take the arrow shots. So really, I could just run him to the transport right now. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do to kind of illustrate what you could have done. What's life without a little bit of risk, am I right? There'll be a few stables here and a few knights, but nothing significant. The trebuchet and the longbowman would be able to take these guys out with no problems. There are the knights. Just have to make sure we don't get stuck.
Quickly now, my king. Board and set sail for beloved England.
And bada bing, bada boom.
Mandatum.
You're done.
England! A sweet sight!
Ready.
King Henry is almost home.
Yeah, so, in fact, this will be one of those rare cases where I go back and demonstrate a second time how to play the campaign.
The Battle of Agincourt is remembered not because it was an inevitable triumph, but because it was an upset. Outnumbered English longbows were victorious over French knights only because the knights had to charge up a muddy hill through a dense forest. The English wore little armor and were able to catch the encumbered French in the middle of their retreat. A charge by Henry and his surviving cavalry pushed aside the beaten French and opened the road to the coast. Despite his victory, Henry did not follow through on his attack, but withdrew to England. The true winner of the battle was Burgundy, which was able to come to power in a vacuum emptied by both the English and the French.
Nice. So, yeah, we'll just check out the map real quick. In fact, we won't check out the map real quick. We'll just go ahead and play again. This will be unprecedented, but I'll show you exactly how King Henry can do this.
The siege of Harfleur is lost. We should withdraw before our casualties are too great. The French will undoubtedly harry our retreat. We must make haste to a transport, so that our King Henry will once again see beloved England. We may just be able to slip between these cliffs in the walls of Voyenne. However, Voyenne is known for its learning. Perhaps we can recover something from the university there.
So this is the
Nearby
speedrun
town of
version.
Frévent is quiet and peaceful. We should be able to rest here, but not for too long.
Ready, Villain. Batal!
As you can see, you can pretty much just run him through.
Agincourt lies down this road. We will likely face many French knights. The fighting will be fierce.
If we are marked to die, we are now to do our country's loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. Today is Saint Crispin's Day, and every year from now on, you will be able to show your scars and say that you were here with me on Saint Crispin's Day. He today who sheds his blood with me shall be my brother.
North along the road, men! North and then west to the docks! King Henry has fallen! We have failed our king.
Took a little bit too much damage there. Let's retry that, shall we?
Ready,
King, the siege of Harfleur is lost. We should withdraw before our casualties are too great. The French will undoubtedly harry our retreat. We must make haste to a transport, so that our King Henry will once again see beloved England. We may just be able to slip between these cliffs in the walls of Voyenne. However, Voyenne is known for its learning. Perhaps we can recover something from the university there.
So I think it's still viable to do it with Henry alone. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a few of my knights.
Is quiet and peaceful. We should be able to rest here, but not for too long.
I actually converted a couple knights in the original playthrough. I had more than 3. So I might have even ended up extra on soldiers by the end of it.
Castle of Agincourt lies down this road.
But yeah, he was taking a bit too much arrow fire there, and I got stuck on the palisade, so I kind of screwed it up.
Fighting will be fierce.
If we are marked to die, we are now to do our country's loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. Today is Saint Crispin's Day, and every year from now on, you will be able to show your scars and say that you were here with me on Saint Crispin's Day. He today who sheds his blood with me shall be my brother.
Okay, so the knights bought us some time and allowed us to escape this area with some more HP. And that should allow us to tank this. Just give these guys a little juke. Give these guys a little juke.
Quickly now, my king.
Hop in the
Board and set
transport.
sail for beloved England.
And we win! Yay! Yeah, so that's how you can beat the map in pretty much like 2 minutes.
A sweet
3 minutes,
sight.
50 seconds.
King
3
Henry
minutes,
is almost
53, 54. 4 minutes on the dot. There we go. Nice and simple. Yeah, so even most of this eastern section of the map has been cordoned off by cliffs. So even if you wanted to explore that area, you wouldn't have that much. So it's already a small map. You got a big chunk of water, a big chunk section by cliffs. So really it's just a tiny, tiny section of playable area here. So it's almost like a movie, actually. Very, very nostalgic and easy level. I obviously wouldn't rate it highly based off of difficulty, but it's super fun. It's not super fun now. It's a snooze fest now, but it's super nostalgic, and it was super fun for me when I was a kid. Anyway, that'll be all for Agincourt 1415. My name's been The Clever Fool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.